I'm at 3919 Fulton Grove Road, doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. We're looking for any structural issues, root intrusion, anything that may be of concern to the buyer. We are going through a PVC stack here in the rear center of the basement, on the back wall here, and we are hoping to push all the way out. Based off the age of the house, I expect there to be cast iron under the floor. Could have been replaced, cast iron or clay. But as we go in, looks like there is PVC so far, so it looks like this much has been replaced. So we have some, like, that white stuff on the side is just residue. Could be some, like from the laundry, sometimes you'll have some grease like that. People don't realize it comes from fabric softener. It can also kind of cause a grease buildup there. So it's not causing any obstruction to flow or anything, but it is kind of build up with maybe the water just, it's probably flat, and so the water doesn't flow through here really fast. The good news is so far this has all been replaced with PVC. We have a very small belly. You can see I'm pushing, as I'm pushing, it's pushing the water up in front of the lens. That lens is only about a ½ an inch off the bottom of the pipe, so that's not much water at all. That's not a concern. So far, this is all PVC, which is really good. What we'll probably do is, once I make it all the way out, I will try to find somewhere to run some water. I can't do it directly above here just because it would come out of the clean out with it being open. So it looks like, based off of my footage, being at 65 feet, it looks like there's some water coming in from right there. It can either be a clean out. It's just got some condensate because at the surface it warmed up. But being out that far, I would think that would be an outside clean out, or maybe just outside, just inside. Yeah, because it looks like now we are switching over into a 6-inch. And this looks like a black PVC, a ABS, which wasn't used very long. They still make it, but wasn't used very long, and so it wasn't bad, but I would say this is probably 70s. It's usually the late 70s, early 80s that they use this. It looks like you can tell from here it drops off drastically. You can see that angle indicator in the bottom left-hand corner. You can see it's 85 degrees, so basically I'm hanging 90 degrees straight up and down. Hanging down, and then it flattens back out at the bottom. We're gonna hope if we can go. Sometimes these 90s are a pain to get through. Water will get through, but trying to get my camera through sometimes a 90 like that, the connection is a little rough. That looks like the case here. I may have got it. I may have to go we have a belly here at the bottom of that. I may have to check because this may be off the property. I may have come into a main or something. The other thing I can think is I am sitting flat. But if this is off the property, this is not a concern. Considering that it's at the bottom of a very long 90. See flashes of the top of the water line there. We want to be able to see what we're. Okay, I'm going to pause the video here and I'm going to go locate exactly where this camera head is to see if I'm in the main. I am roughly 110 feet out, so it could be in the main. I didn't see exactly where it was out there, so again, we're going to pause the video. No, 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 no! Sorry. Want to make sure that people don't flush when I am in here, because water can come out of the pipe. So, but again, I'm sorry about that. I'm going to pause the video and we're going to go find exactly where this is located. Okay, so I don't know exactly where this is. We're going to pull back a little bit. We are out. We should be out in the main based off of the placement of the main. It's in the near lane, and so that may be what it is I'm just down the street a ways. I'm going to try to pull back a little bit and maybe come to the top of that drop, so we can get a look at this and try to find out. Because the way this kind of went down that drop off, I could have dropped in right at the main, and that's where I didn't know. So, it's a pretty long way, but we're going to go find out if that drops, and then if that's off the property where it drops, right here. So once we get level again, there we go. Because the change of material kind of has me a little, usually that's an indication of either being off the property or going outside, but based off of this usage, it probably means we're off the property. And so I'm going to go find this, because this would be pretty close to the demarcation line between what the Metropolitan Sewer District would be responsible for and what the homeowner. That's what we're hoping for, due to that little bit of that, or the standing water at the base of that drop off. So again, we're going to pause again so we can see if we can get a locate. Okay, so it took a minute to find. That's the reason why I couldn't get a locate on it before, is that I was actually in a main. The main, if you're facing the house, the main actually runs down the property line on the right side and goes to the neighborhood behind this house. So it actually turns. There's a manhole in the street on the right side of the house if you're standing in the street. And that manhole, the sewer main, turns and then goes through right down the property line between this house and the house to the right. And so what that is that this drop off is literally dropping in and tapping right into the main, and that's why it was underwater, because it's a bigger pipe with a lot more flow, a lot more houses contributing to it. So good news is this line's great. So there were no issues found, and so this right here, from here on, this is basically the main. It drops right into the main from here. So and then that main runs actually towards the neighborhood behind us. But the good news is that everything is in great shape. This line, there's really no issues at all. You can see where this went into. Basically, it's from here on is what the Metropolitan Sewer District will own. I believe we are still in their jurisdiction. But when it goes out, that is the municipality's stuff here, and this will be a 4-inch PVC. And the good news is it was 4-inch PVC all the way back. So there is a clean out there in the side yard somewhere, but it's not visible. It's been buried. And so I'll go out there and poke around and see if I can find it when I'm done here, but I already have a locate in that spot. But this line looks great. You know, a little bit of buildup from usage, but no structural issues, no roots, you know, nothing to report, thankfully. So you can see all the joints are nice and tight, and the fact that this is PVC, so this is Schedule 40, means this main probably hasn't been here long, and it looks like this is the last house on sewer before, you know, the houses from here on will be on septic, based off where the main runs. So here's some stuff. It looks like as it turns, it was just kind of splashing up on the side, but all this looks really good structurally. I didn't see anything that would cause me any concern whatsoever. So we've made it back. We're out of the clean out. It's I'm very happy with what I saw. The line was again PVC all the way out, which is means it's been replaced, or when they put that sewer main in, it's when this was added, and they just, because they brought the main down past the house, that was based off of the color of that pipe, that the main was that was used in the main. That was probably, you know, late 70s, early 80s when that sewer was put in, and that's probably when they, not long after that is when they probably made this house connect to it. So good news is all the pipe is newer, and I didn't find any structural issues or root intrusion or anything. So the line looked great, nothing to report. So that'll end the inspection at 3919 Fulton Grove Road.